Greetings and salutations. My name is JW608, and today I am playing StarMade. And I'd like to talk about the current situation with pirates and why it's not good. Well, right now I'm in my super sneaky stealth ship, the Raven, and we're coming up on a pirate station Ada. It probably has no, well, yeah, it has no sensors on it because it doesn't have a proper reactor. So of course it doesn't have any chambers. Hop into build mode. We're going to take a look at this. This station has been in the game almost as long as I've been. No, that's not even true. Has been in the game for an incredibly long time. Not almost as long as I've been playing, because I, when I first got the game and played, I think jump drives are being introduced. I think. Well, it was long before the rail update. And I remember when these guys. Yep, this is before the rail update, so it's probably been about as long as I've been playing. What you mean before the rail update? See these turrets? Uh, they're not on rails. They're on the old dock system. Yeah, that's been 1,000 years ago. So this is going to tell you just a little bit about the age of these ships. Ship stations. And they've got flex lifts. Notice how these rechargers are not connected. That's because in the old days, they didn't have to be. Under Power 1.0 and before, these rechargers didn't have to be. Oh, and I didn't know they had so many that were conflicting. What does that mean? That means each one of these is producing a tiny shield bubble inside of each other, and all of them are practically worthless. So this says it has 232,000 shields. That's because the largest unit, stop moving. The largest unit that's connected together, continuous, adjacent, is that big. If you're to take into account all the shields, it'd probably be much larger. Even has a plex lift. I could never get those to work quite right. Oh, see these blocks? These are capacitors, not shield capacitors. These are power capacitors. And there's reactor lines. Yeah. This is running off a pure power 1.0. So what, you say? We just blow it up like the rest. Well, no, not since power 2.0 came. In order to kill this station, to cause it to overheat, you must destroy every block. That's the same with the old Issants or any old ship, the NPC ships. Anything built before Power 2.0, in essence, before Quickfire, you must destroy every block of it for it to be destroyed. So while you can destroy these blocks, the station is more or less invincible. Now, for this particular one, if I can remember where it is, stations is not as big a deal because once you core it, once you take out this faction module, the station itself is no longer a pirate. However, the turrets don't know that, and the turrets will continue to be pirates because they're using the old dock system, and it gets really nasty. I don't think there is a new pirate, or is a pirate station that had been modified to use the new docks. Or the rails, the new docks, the new rails. The rails have been around almost as long as I have. So that's a problem. Because this station is almost invincible. The old pirates, they're almost invincible. The old NPCs, well, the newer Issants, they're not invincible. They do use Power 2.0, but they use pre-Quickfire, so it's not very good. is there any benefit for taking on a pirate station? There used to be, because you could clear it, then come and take out all the turrets. You get loot clouds for the turrets. Then you can spend an obscene amount of money to try to buy the station. I've done that. One of the benefits would be if this was a stop along one of your routes that you take. Like if you go from this purple planet down to, I don't know, somewhere down in this sector, and you have to stop here on your journey because of hyperdrive stuff or jump drive stuff, it'd probably be a good idea to take this pirate station out. And they're just kind of odd obstacles. Gonna shoot. That's gonna decloak me because I'm doing damage. Oh look, it sees me. See how they turn? Or how the docks... Oh, no, don't go that fast. See how the docks work? Just kind of floating. It was a very, very confusing system. In fact, one of the first videos from Jace Machine I watched, he was trying to explain it. And about that time, the rail update dropped, so I never actually learned that system. Well, you're not calling your friends. I guess I haven't done enough damage to you for you to call your friends. You're also not shooting at me, which is odd, because this one at least used to shoot at me. So these stations are old and broken and almost invincible. Would you like to see how almost invincible they are? All right. Well, we're gonna see just how tanky they are. We're gonna grab us a Nebula class frigate. That's just one of my warships, and we're gonna hop inside of it. And this is not a insubstantial warship. It's your camera. Why are you doing weird things? Stop that. All right. Where'd my pirate station go? Oh, it's behind me. Okay, that would make sense. There it is. And it's just kind of sitting here looking at me. So I guess the Adas aren't a problem anymore. And there go its shields. The Gammas are the ones you really have to look out for. Oh, now when you actually do damage to them, they'll make that radio call and say, help! And if you have permissions for pirate ships, they'll come in. I turn those permissions off. So when dealing with pirate stations, what you want to do is core them. And which for this one is right in that region, I think. There we go, got it. Coring them. Used to, your core was vulnerable. We call that core drilling or coring. You tried to shoot out the core of a ship and that would kill it. Can't do that anymore. Now you have to go for the reactor. And fun fact, the health of this ship is not dependent upon its reactor because it's power 1.0. There's structure health. See that shields and structure on the top left instead of reactor health? That's structure health, and that was the way it used to be calculated. Except you'll notice I've been doing quite a bit of structure damage and taking out these towers and all that. Taking out all those system blocks. I've taken out reactor blocks now, system blocks. This should be taking damage, but it's not. It's not taking any. It's still at 100% structure HP. But what was that overheating explosion I saw? That was the turret. See, on a properly functioning pirate station, you're going to have to take out each of these turrets because you notice the turret is still looking at me. That's because the turret is still live. See, if you set turrets, it's still live and it is still classified as a pirate. See, all these red marks, those are pirate turrets. You have to get rid of them, either get rid of their faction modules or just blow them up. Which for this station is not going to be really an issue because it's not shooting at me. But if we were to find a gamma or something like that, let's see. Can we find a gamma? What are you? You are actually one of mine. Well, this is when we were working with the factory mod. The factory construction mods. And we're going to come over here. And admin scan. You look like a pirate station. That was an entire just wild guess. It did not actually look like a pirate station. I made that up entirely. You'll notice it's shooting at me, but I have substantial shields, so it's not going to do anything. Let's see. If you'd like to know my shield loadout, then we are shield loadout. My shield strength, stop that. I have a recharge of 20,000 HP per second. So 20,000 HP per second will keep you safe from a alpha station. I remember the core is back in here somewhere. Oh, oh man, I did a video 1,000 years ago on where the cores were on, or the cores, the faction modules were on all the stations. But I haven't hunted pirates in so long. I don't even. Or was it in the back? It's in the back, like at the base of this spine here. Yes, it was back here. Hold up. Let's see if we can prove that. Oh, stop that. Stop. Stop. Oh, I've been playing a different game, Astro Colony, and it has different controls. So I'm confusing StarMade with it. So I'm doing the StarMade controls in it, and stop moving. Oh, it's shooting me with cannon. That's why I'm moving. I thought it was back here. Oh, well. Anyway, if I were to actually find the core and take it out, or the core, I keep calling it the core. It's still not a core. It's a faction module. If I were just to find the faction module and take it out, these docks would still be shooting at me. Docks, these, well, you know what they are, the turrets. The docked entities would still be shooting at me. Grief, you got some shields on you, don't you? Yo, back up just a little. Oh, backing up just a little gives the broadsides a little more time to find what they're looking at. Okay. Oh, fired those too soon. Well, I blew something up. I think it was one of them turrets. Definitely one of those turrets, because a door or something. The turret station actual, there we go. Anyway, that's the problem with these stations. They are practically invincible. Now, this one's not going to do anything to me, and I don't really have the punch to take out that shields for very long. Needs a little more substantial, like one of my larger ships. The cube would probably do it really easy, like. How come you're destroying these turrets without taking the shields down? That's because turrets do not inherit all of their mothership shields. Just a portion of them. At least in the old days, that's how it worked. Come on. Go. Try it. Try it. So you can overpower a turret before you can overpower the mothership. Cool, huh? See that? Then it overheat this come on, brain. Does a reactor... Oh, that actually has a reactor HP. That's weird. I bet it's because it doesn't use any old blocks because it's an old turret. Okay. And for this one, you just have to cripple these turrets. And there's a lot of them. They put turrets everywhere. And you would become safe. Why don't you just blow up the main station and let the turrets float? Because then they're just floating turrets. So you're going to have to deturret them anyway. Which has always been the worst part about fighting pirate stations, why I don't do it. At least don't do it very often. Just getting rid of all these little turrets. Well, you're doing it now. Yeah, I am doing it now. So, what are we going to do about this? Well, I would like to design my own pirate station and see about, see if I can get away with, using it instead of, I don't know if I can do this, if I can adjust the blueprints for pirates in my settings so we can have a real pirate station. And if I do figure it out, I'll let you know. In fact, we might do that next time. Just grab just a piddly little station we play with and just see if we can replace them. So that's going to be an exciting adventure. Make the game a little more something to do in it. Yeah, they're probably sick of me just watching, or sick of just watching me kill turrets. I've never found the block, the faction module in this one, did I? Such is life. Anywho, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade. Stop shooting at me, so we're good now. I'll dig you cats later.